from our studios in Frankfurt, Germany, this is the AFN Evening News.
Good evening. 50 wounded from Sarajevo arrived at the U.S. Army Regional Medical Center in Landstuhl, Germany for treatment yesterday. The United Nations requested the MEDEVAC after a Saturday mortar attack on a Sarajevo marketplace killed 68 people and wounded more than 200. Two C-130s from the 435th Air Wing at Rhein-Main Air Base, Germany, responded within 20 hours of the brutal attack. Combat Camera traveled with the medical team to Sarajevo.
Last night we got notified through the UNHCR and by watching the media that the attack had happened. We started leaning forward, and then at the request of the UNHCR, we deployed airplanes down here in anticipation of the air MEDEVAC requirement. And the initial mission was to come down and do stabilization and analysis of each patient. And now that Mr. Akashi has given the okay, now we're going to go ahead and do an air med evacuation from Sarajevo back to Ramstein Air Base and Landstuhl.
Coordinated all this over the case.
Okay. So right now they brought a lot of medical supplies, and also they brought their armored ambulances and APCs there. Everybody's in place and everybody wants to...
Because it was so recent after the attack, a lot of the coordination hadn't been completed yet, so we had to get here, find who was our contact person, find out where the patients were, what the numbers were, and that in itself has been a trial all day because many of the patients hadn't even been assessed yet, or they were in the process of being assessed. So probably our biggest challenge has been finding out who they are, where they are, what their injuries are, and are we going to be able to move them today, which has been quite a challenge.
It's fantastic. I really want to say to all of you how grateful we are for the very positive and quick reaction of the United States, particularly to the 435th Airlift Wing who've come in, and also to the second, I think you call it AE3?
AES.
AES, thank you. I've been prompted by the colonel side from Ramstein, because as you will have seen, all of you, the absolutely desperate injuries that happened, and of course it's completely overwhelmed the medical facilities here in Sarajevo. And so really the United Nations, NUMPOR in particular, are very grateful for this wonderful quick reaction, military help that you've given us here today, and it is enormously appreciated by everybody here, and of course particularly by the citizens of Sarajevo who suffered this unbelievable tragedy.
The wounded arrived at Ramstein Air Base, Germany last night. Sergeant Daniela Marcus was on hand as the seemingly endless number of stretchers were carried to waiting ambulances at Ramstein. And AFN's Linda Frost reports on the care provided at the U.S. Army Regional Medical Center in Landstuhl, Germany.
The first of 43 wounded Sarajevans evacuated by U.S. Air Force and International Red Cross aircraft arrived at Ramstein at 7:40. Two more aircraft, both C-130s, arrived shortly after with the remaining patients and nearly 80 family members. The wounded, most on stretchers, were quickly transferred to waiting ambulances for the short drive to the Regional Medical Center in nearby Landstuhl. Sergeant Daniela Marcus, Air Force News, Ramstein Air Base, Germany.
U.S. medical staff at Landstuhl's 2nd General Hospital quickly offloaded 46 casualties, including men, women, and teenagers. Most of them were in stable condition. A few were seriously injured.
It's hard to say because we're just now looking at them, but I saw several people who, I saw one that may need an amputation while we're here. And I also saw several who have had severe injuries to their fractures to the lower extremities.
Landstuhl staffers were concerned about the hospital's ability to accommodate the high number of casualties. However, medical officials are confident they can handle the influx of patients.
We have plenty of room in the hospital. We have enough space left for the patients that we expect to come in tomorrow. We don't anticipate having to transfer any patients to other hospitals at this time.
It's uncertain how long the patients will remain at the Army Hospital. Meanwhile, about 80 family members are staying at the Landstuhl Gymnasium. They are scared but relieved to be in a safe environment.
And I think that what's being able to help relieve that concern is that we do have translators there. And I think we have very caring and compassionate physicians, nurses, the entire staff is out there being able to help take care of them. So I think there's a sense of relief there that the care is being continued.
Medics continue to shift workloads and prepare for more casualties expected to arrive this week. In Landstuhl, Germany, Linda Frost, AFN News.